Thanks to Rundal's generosity, we were able to arrange a carriage. We shall now escort you to Hourne Castle. Lady Venera?
I could not possibly ride in a carriage while the others walk.
But we only have one coach, my lady, and all of your companions cannot fit inside it. If I may, who exactly are they?
People who selflessly braved danger to ensure my safety.
Don't worry about us, Venera. We'll keep watch outside.
You do not trust us?
No, and that is not what I meant. It was merely by chance that we came upon Venera and ended up lending her our aid. But we would like to see our duty through to the end. So if Venera is heading for Hourne Castle, then we shall also go as far as there.
I see.
Apart from Venera and Daria, could we ask that Chell also rides within the coach? Please.
Yes, surely there would be room for her.
Very well.
Hilfe and I shall cover the rear and look out for any pursuers.
Are you all right with that?
It is fine by me. What is it?
It's been a long time. Since the war in Wizette, I believe. I never would have imagined you would end up protecting Lady Venera.
It was pure coincidence.
So, Lady Venera and the baby and that little girl Chell are going to ride in the coach?
While Titus travels as escort nearby.
Baby Daria is a legitimate heir to Hourne's throne, right?
It appears she is.
So that actually makes her first in line for succession, doesn't it?
Indeed it does.
Then she's going to ascend the throne in place of Queen Machérie?
That I do not know. Queen Machérie and Lady Venera will have to decide that amongst themselves. The Arms Dealers Guild were likely trying to abduct Princess Daria in order to seize control of Hourne.
Something tells me the Sanctum won't give up so easily, though.
Agreed. But once we make it to Hourne Castle, there will be nothing they can do to her.
Do you think they'll make another attempt before we reach there?
I fear so. We must proceed with utmost caution.
It would have been better for that baby if she didn't inherit the blood of Prince Dario.
Halir, do not utter such thoughtless words.
But it's just... I feel sorry for her. Being treated like a tool for taking over a kingdom. If it hadn't been for that, she probably would have been able to live a peaceful, happy life.
It is by no means decided that she is destined to have an unhappy life.
I know, but still.
Being a royal is not always that comfortable a life. They are often burdened with very cruel fates. And that is simply how it is. Let us make haste for Hourne Castle. But proceed with caution, always being vigilant of our surroundings.
So they intend to take Venera and Daria to Hourne now, do they?
What should we do? Surely there is nothing we can do at this point.
No. The dice landed in our favor when those two didn't end up in the hands of Rundal.
Why do you say that?
There's a long ways to go from here to Hourne Castle. Hurry back to the Sanctum and gather as many troops as you can.
So you intend on attacking them again before they reach Hourne Castle?
That's right, so get moving. We haven't got time to waste.
But I can't gather more soldiers without the permission of His Holiness.
What?
We set out on this expedition because you coerced us to, Lord Garvel. Lord Soderly will surely be most wrathful once he's made aware of how big a loss his forces have suffered.
This is our last chance to get our hands on the Kingdom of Hourne! Do you not realize how big of a deal that is? Stop your prattling, borrow a chocobo from one of the faithful in the nearby villages, and make for the Sanctum like your life depends on it!
Yes, my lord.
You won't escape from me, Venera! You hold the key to creating a bright new future for the people of Izog!
What is the matter?
The moment we took you on as our guide, I made a decision to place my faith in you. Yet this entire time, you walk behind us.
Because you're heading the right way. That's why.
And is that why you also offer up no directions for us to follow?
That's right.
Wait a moment, Varouche. Do not tell me you doubt Velna.
I mean no offense, but this is merely my nature at work. Why, I hardly trust myself at the best of times.
So, you fear I'm leading you into some kind of trap?
I simply see that as one possibility. Not that I would even care if that were the case, mind you. For that itself would be another clue to consider.
We shall soon reach Harvest's dwelling.
Soon, you say?
How do you know where Harvest has hidden himself from the world?
Now you ask that? My brother is the headsman of the Arms Dealers Guild, so it is only natural that I, his sister, also manage the weaponsmiths.
But surely there are as many weaponsmiths as there are stars in the night sky.
Harvest was a swordsmith unlike any other. He stood out from the rest. The blades he forges.
I know.
Then you are an acquaintance of Harvest?
Something like that.
Wait a minute. You never told me that.
Mentioning it wouldn't have changed anything.
That may be true, but still.
Don't go getting the wrong idea. While I am acquainted with him, I was never privy to his whereabouts. That is the truth.
Why is it you wish to meet with Harvest anyway? Are you after that great katana he forged? The Demon Cleaver?
You're full of surprises, aren't you? I did not expect you to know of the Demon Cleaver, one of the 6 swords.
While my brother's methods are wrong, that does not necessarily mean that you two, who oppose him, are right. Let us keep moving.
There is no sign of life here.
Perhaps all the inhabitants moved on, leaving it a ghost town?
I didn't know about this. I am as shocked as you to see the village this way.
I see. If that is indeed the case. Let us have a little scrounge around.
What is it we are looking for exactly? Why must you always do only as you please? Is this a grave?
It appears so.
Does that mean Harvest is long dead?
Perhaps it is to make people think that.
So you suspect it is a decoy?
I am just stating one possibility.
No, if it was built to deceive, it would have been done so more prominently. Surely the Arms Dealers Guild must know whether Harvest had an apprentice or not.
He did. 2 of them, I believe. I remember now. Their names were Velric and Zakar.
Oh?
He also had a daughter by the name of Lemure.
Now that is useful information.
There is the possibility that his daughter kept the Demon Cleaver as a memento.
That is likely indeed.
And you would take that keepsake from her.
If the sword was merely a memento of a departed father, that would be all well and good. But the weapon may cause her life to be endangered. If she chooses to hang on to it, fully aware of what it could mean for her, then that's all there is to the matter. However, if she is unaware of what it may mean for her, then she will be in great danger. At the very least, we should bring her up to speed.
I have heard that one may obtain enormous power by gathering the 6 swords.
And that is true by all accounts.
What do you intend to do with such power, if you were to obtain it?
Who can say?
What is that supposed to mean?
Truth be told, I haven't thought that far ahead.
How can you be so irresponsible?
The 6 swords were entrusted to 6 masters from the East. I respect those 6 from the depths of my heart. However, there are those who seek to kill the masters in order to obtain their blades. Do you think I can abide such miscreants? Do you think I can allow the blades to end up in their hands?
I can guide you to a potential lead.
Damn it. I've gotta say, I wasn't expecting Velna to end up working with Farouche.
I guess that means they're serious about tracking down the swords.
Where do you think they're off to next?
From what I overheard, it seems like they're searching for Harvest's daughter.
His daughter? Makes sense. What do you think he's planning on doing once he finds the 6 swords? Is he just gonna sell them for a pretty gill?
Don't be a numbskull. I only just told you about them. How could you forget already?
I have a tendency to forget about anything that's not profitable.
The 6 great swords are the key to getting some kind of great power.
great power, huh?
Yeah. With that power, you can make everything go your way.
Ah, I see. So that's why Soderly wants to get his greedy hands on him.
That's right. So if we can get a hold of him for ourselves...
we can restore the Arms Dealers Guild to the way we want it.
Why set your goals so low? I think we could make the whole of Ardra our own.
You think so? Us, the people of Izog?
You better believe it.
I'm starting to feel pretty pumped about all this.
But first, we gotta collect all 6 swords, or blades, or whatever. And we've gotta get to them before Varouche does.
Yeah, I know. We also gotta deal out some payback to the guy for our last run-in with him. The problem is, he's such a damn nightmare to go up against. How are we supposed to take him out?
I've been going over that question myself. Maybe if we win over Velna...
Why her?
Well, she's also one of the people of Izog, isn't she? I think we could persuade her. What do you think?
May as well try. So we get Velna on our side and do win Varouche. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Let's get to it then.
Good gods! Must your shinobi always do that?
He has a shinobi?
That's right. But how a man like this can employ a shinobi makes close to little sense.
What's going on?
The truth is,
a gigantic monster called the Realm Scourge, you say? And even Oberon could do nothing against it. What a curious turn of events. It's as if these tumultuous times themselves wish for the Mournblade. Which means there is all the more reason to ensure Masachika's creation does not fall into the hands of wrongdoers. Is that everything you have to report?
yes, my lord.
Very well. Thank you for your trouble.
What is this Realm Scourge?
That seems to be what it's called. They say it has been attacking village after village and feasting on the souls of those in its wake.
I cannot believe it.
Apparently, not even Oberon of Hindler could stand up to the thing.
So, you knew of the Mournblade?
As did you, I see.
Knowledge of the Mournblade forged by Masachika isn't widespread. Who are you, really?
I am nobody.
You lie! You skillfully evaded my questions in the past, but you shall explain yourself now.
I am not affiliated with any nation. That's all you need to know.
Can we believe you?
Believe what you wish. I've been informed that others are searching for the Mournblade as well.
Oh? Other than the Sanctum or the Arms Dealers Guild?
The old swordsman, Garosa.
Garosa? That is not a name I am familiar with.
We cannot allow him to lay his hands on the Mournblade.
What manner of man is he?
You'll find out sooner or later. But in any case, if you are to accompany me any further, you'd best be prepared for the worst. Any encounter with him shall be to the death.
Even with you and I together? Or is it because I am with you?
It's got nothing to do with whether you're with me or not. Garosa is the one opponent I'm not sure I can defeat.
You still intend to continue on? Even knowing what you may face?
I am prepared to die in the name of the East. That is my way of life.
It shall grow dark soon. Let us rest up at this village for the night.
You shall hear no objections from me.
Then wait here but a moment. I'll make preparations for a room befitting a lady such as yourself. Why were Rundal's soldiers so relentless in their pursuit of this woman? This Moor? And why does she continue to travel with me despite showing not even the slightest interest in speaking her mind? What in heavens is she up to?
I still cannot hear the voice of the stars. Many a time I thought that it was mere coincidence. But it appears that I have in fact lost the power to read the stars, to hear their voices. If only I could still hear them, I would know what this Howlet is up to. Yet the stars do not wish it so. He knew that our village is referred to as a sacred place. But he is not from Rundal, which means there is only one other power he could be sided with. If I am correct, he can never be allowed to step foot in our sacred place. I must deal with him tonight, before this situation grows out of hand. But in my current state, I lack the power to do so. I have relied too much on the stars thus far. And presently being unable to hear them, I have not yet grown accustomed to fighting with my own senses alone. There must be some way, some trigger, to return me to my former self. Who's there? Sanctum monks.
At long last, we have you now. Surrender, unless you want this to be painful. Are you trembling in fear? Come on now, Drop your weapon!
You need do no such thing!
What the?
Howlet!
My apologies for subjecting you to this.
I'm fine.
Hey, lover boy. If you keep posing like that, you'll soon find yourself in hell.
In hell? Well, I find that hard to believe. With more at my side, you see, I am already in heaven.
Enough of your tripe already!
Oh, you approach me, instead of fleeing despite whom you face. But striking a strapping fellow such as myself will only make you the enemy of every princess in the whole wide world. If you're prepared for that, then come try your luck. Phew. That appears to be the lot of them.
I am sorry.
For what, pray tell?
I assumed you were in league with the Sanctum.
Ah, so you thought I was one of the miscreants seeking the Mournblade.
Who are you really?
I am who I am. A patron of beautiful women.
Enough of your morology.
I assure you, I am being most serious.
I suppose you are.
My father was a swordsmith of quite some repute. He conferred this katana upon a swordsman from the east, but that man died, and it went missing.
And you managed to find it?
Indeed, I did.
It must have meant a lot to you.
I heard that it was a key to finding another, more fearful blade that could shake the world. So I simply could not neglect it.
One of the keys for finding the Mournblade, I presume.
So you know that much.
If the Mournblade is such a dreadful thing, then why not destroy that katana of yours? That way, the Mournblade can never be awoken, if I am not wrong.
I imagine you are most certainly correct. However, truth be told, as a swordsman myself, I am rather interested in this Mournblade.
In what way?
A man of the sword takes it upon himself to seek out a one-of-a-kind blade that is the perfect match for him.
And what if you and the Mournblade are not a fitting match for one another?
Then in all likelihood, I shall have to destroy it.
Can I hold you to that?
If a beauty such as you believes in me, then who am I to betray that trust?
There is something I would like you to help me with.
Never fear, for I am not one to refuse a beautiful lady's request.
Why must you always be like that?
So, are you going to take me to the sacred place?
Yes, I shall guide you to it. That is, in fact, what I wish to ask of you. I would have you accompany me there. A clue lies there, you see. A clue to finding the Mournblade you seek.
What's the matter? Hey! What's going on? Where are you off to?
I knew it was you, Mother.
You have grown so big and strong, I hardly recognized you.
I suppose you can thank Gilgamesh for that.
The Winged One?
I know of the cruel covenant he imposed upon Leonis. However, now is not the time to make him pay for that.
Indeed, I have heard about our more pressing threat. They say an enormous monster broke free from the crystal that rose up from beneath Leonis Castle.
The Realm Scourge. That is what Gilgamesh calls it.
You heard that from Gilgamesh himself? Then you managed to seek him out in the end?
I did. That is how I learned of the Covenant, and a great many other things.
Oh.
It seems that Gilgamesh has been battling this Realm Scourge for centuries. I myself had a run-in with the monstrosity not so long ago, but it was to no avail. We left barely a scratch on it.
Neither you nor Gilgamesh?
That is why we are now on a journey at his behest, to obtain the means to defeat the Realm Scourge. I do not believe I have been introduced to your two companions.
This is Eliza.
At your service.
And Rafal.
It is a pleasure.
Hey, Sterne! Don't go running ahead! Who do I have the honor of?
This is my mother. Mother, this is Swordmaster Seymour. He is a friend of my master, Sir O.
Any friend of O's.
Sterne and I are traveling together in search of the Six Swords.
You do not mean...
So you know of them then?
To tell you the truth,
you entrusted O's katana to a traveler from the East? Who was it?
I did not learn his name. What I can tell you is that he did not appear to be of evil inclination. But who would have thought that O's old katana would be a key to the means of defeating the Realm Scourge?
The man who took O's blade promised that he would return it once everything is over.
I heard him say that too.
I see. Once everything is over, eh?
Do you have any leads other than O's katana?
It appears Sadali was also after the Six Swords.
Do not tell me you mean to go to the Sanctum.
That's suicide!
The two of you won't stand a chance!
Do you really believe you can win?
It is not as if we are going there to wage war.
That said, just because we're not looking for a fight, doesn't mean we won't find one.
If it comes to that, our blade shall lead us out of there. Mother, the Realm Scourge has entered a short period of dormancy. but we cannot be sure when it will resume its path of slaughter again. So please, stay safe.
Lord Sterne and his friend have up and left us.
Oh.
As always, Lord Sterne looked so handsome.
That sense of danger about him does make him appealing.
And that Seymour was also quite the man.
A master from the East. It does have a certain mystique about it.
Lady Helena!
Where are you going?
I wish to see this realm scourge creature for myself.
Isn't that a little too dangerous?
Are you sure it will be safe?
Even if it is only from afar, I believe one should always observe their opponent before they face it. Once we have seen it, let us then head for Hourne.
King Oberon! Lady Elia, she...
What about Elia?
She has returned!
Can it be true?
Oh. Princess Elia has come back to us?
Elia, you say? Is that so? Things have become even more interesting, haven't they?